What up, guys? Your boy BZ back again with a quick video. And I told you guys a few days ago, maybe it was like a week ago, that ask your questions on that video. I'll do a questions and answer video answering your questions. I got the phone set up right here so I could see the computer, which is right here. And I have the video pulled up so I can read the questions and then answer the questions. So I'm just gonna kind of go down this list. If there's a redundant question, I'll just skip it, and if I feel like the question will bring you any value, then I'm gonna answer it. So let's get into this real quick. This is gonna be like kind of a short video, unless these questions need like some in-depth explaining. But one of the questions is, do you recommend I buy the Epson F2000 if I have the funds to do so? And for those of you that don't know, the Epson F2000 is a direct-to-garment printer that costs about $15,000. So if you have $15,000 and you feel like you're going to do the volume, or you have the clients to justify purchasing it, I say go ahead, why not? I've considered buying one myself, and who knows, maybe I'll buy one and make a video on it. Next question. How long have you been a fashion designer? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, how long have I been a fashion designer? I honestly wouldn't consider myself a fashion designer. I think fashion designers are more so people that kind of sketch out an entire garment, but like I really kind of do the design work, and then I source garments that already exist. Very few times have I ever actually had like a garment created like for me specifically. So but I've actually been designing since I would say like 2003. Okay, here's a kind of long question. I think there's multiple questions. Why do you think you've lasted 8 years when so many brands go out of business in like their first couple of years? And I think that's because I actually care. I actually want to make clothes, and I didn't start to this so I could be like some business guy. I kind of just love clothes, and it was kind of like a natural extension of my abilities. I think other brands fail because they're lazy and they're not really telling a story. They're just kind of like doing their own rendition of like what Supreme and like all these other big brands, what they already do, and they think they're going to kind of like recreate somebody else's idea and just put their brand name on it and try to pass it off as something that's unique. How long did it take you to get proficient at screen printing? I don't know, maybe like the first 200 shirts, and then you kind of get the feel for your setup, and like different variables change it. So it's like if you use different color inks, you have to get adjusted to that different type of ink. You gotta get adjusted to that different heat, exposure, different types of screens, different types of squeegees. There's a lot of shit you gotta get used to, and things change all the time depending on like the humidity or the temperature where you are printing. It could switch everything up. So I think it probably takes a few years and a lot of experience to get good at like screen printing as a whole. And the third question, do you witness/experience a lot of crime in Detroit? Like personally, no. If you go to like the suburbs, then you're probably gonna get killed. But a lot of the business we do is downtown, and downtown, in my opinion, is very safe. And it's just a lot of people trying to work or like run their business. You don't really see too much drama downtown unless it's like a big event like the fireworks or something. You don't really see too many problems down there. Um, let's see. What is your background? Are you a graphic designer? Like I started designing using graphic design programs back in like high school when I was in bands and like booking shows and doing things like that. And I wanted to be able to design the flyers for like the shows that I was playing or booking. And that turned into like designing MySpace layouts and merchandise for my bands or other people's bands and like taking photos. So it pretty much just all stemmed from my desire to like kind of make and play music, and also like skateboarding culture I think pushed me to designing. um let's see. Would you ever do a collab with another company? I think the only way I would do that is if the company makes things that aren't clothes. uh like if it was like a candle company or a different company that makes a product that's not something that you wear. And if I did a collaboration with a company that was something that you wore, they would have to be a lot bigger than me so I could actually benefit from doing it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it with a smaller company because I wouldn't really benefit from that taking place. Um, what is my favorite YouTuber? That's kind of like a unique question because it has nothing to do with clothes, which I actually like. Um, it used to be Casey Neistat back in like 2014, 2015. And then he kind of like started eating shit and being lame as hell. Like I still am subscribed to him, but he said he quit vlogging because it was too boring and formulaic for him, and it wasn't a challenge. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make more challenging, interesting videos." And then like everything he's put out since then is boring as hell. He stopped doing the unboxings because he didn't want to promote other companies when like people loved the unboxings, people loved the Q&As, people loved um, like the travel stuff. And I think he just became too self-aware and was like, "Oh, I don't want to promote things on my channel." Like, but that's interesting. Um, and then like he did that Beam thing where they're like making content on YouTube for CNN, and it's kind of like Beam News. Is kind of like a bootleg version of like what Vice does. So it's like it's just CNN trying to compete with Vice. If you don't know what Vice is, it's kind of like a TV network, a news network that's kind of like independent, like hipster news almost. It's kind of cool. Um, but right now, like YouTubers that I actually watch a lot, I watch a lot of sneaker YouTubers. I watch like Richie Lee TV. I watch um, I watch a lot of tech YouTubers also. I'm just gonna click over here to my subscriptions because I don't even really know. Um, I watch like DJ Academics, um, Adam LZ, Fun for Lewis, Unbox Therapy, Kings Must Rise, Tony D2 Wild, PewDiePie. I'm subscribed to PewDiePie. I mean, in a nutshell, it's kind of like the stuff that I watch. I do watch like the Jake Paul stuff. I'm just not subscribed. Um, I think it's interesting. It's kind of like a modern day Viva La Bam. I know a lot of people give Jake Paul shit, but to me, it's just kind of like I think he's spoofing vloggers and making something that's like more entertaining than just showing you that he ate like a salad. So it's cool. It's like a 2017 Viva La Bam, and I think it's funny the shit that he does. So I'm into that. And yeah, I mean, it seems like that was all the questions. This video is right around 10 minutes. Hopefully it wasn't boring. I'm not going to really edit it and put music on it and all that shit. So if you did like this video, give me a thumbs up. And I know like the exposure keeps going in and out based on how far away I get from the computer screen. But thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, do all that YouTube stuff, subscribe. I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We just hit 6,000. So if you guys could help me reach 10,000, I'd like really appreciate it. And as you know, I don't like spam shit on this channel, so you're just gonna get the real deal every time. And if you have friends that are into the things that you're into, if you're into me, share this with your friends, because like I really want to hit 10,000 subscribers before the year's over. That was my goal like in January, so I really want to hit that goal. I gotta get back to work. I appreciate you guys. Stay royal. Peace. Boop. Boop.